Hello, welcome into Radio K Sports with Gopher Men's Hockey Game 2 here on Friday night, almost said Saturday. I am Andrew Kismel, and here with me is
Leo Pomeranke. Pleasure to be here.
we've got a good matchup again here tonight, as it seems like the rivalry is back. The Badgers beat the Gophers last night, 5-2, and yeah, exciting stuff.
That's right. I'll give you your starting lineups here as we're about a minute away from puck drop. For Wisconsin, starting in net, of course, is Kyle McClellan. And then you got Daniel Latch and Anthony Kerr playing defense for them. On the wings, it's Lucius and Day St. Paul. And then David Cilia will be in center for the Badgers. For the Gophers, we got Justin Close, as always, in net. And then we also have Cal Thomas and Ryan Chesley playing defense. And then we got Strovo Nevers on the wings. And Jackson Nelson will take center ice for your Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Yes, they will. Let's see how the Gophers respond tonight after the Badgers were not afraid to take on the #1 team last night and really brought it to them.
That's right. The Badgers were 3-1 last year. Beat them, that 2 times at home. So it was they swept them at home, split them in Wisconsin, and after a very impressive win last night, we got a whole new rivalry on our hands, basically.
Yeah, 9 Badgers scored points last night for Wisconsin. Of course, D. St. Paul and Cruz Lucius were the big goal scorers with 2 apiece there. As the puck drop starts here, and the Gophers trying to grab it at center ice. Gets dumped back behind Justin Close. Cal Thomas will play that for them. Dumped out there by Jackson Nelson. That one will just go out of play for a stop here.
A rather packed and lively student section tonight, just behind the Wisconsin goaltender.
Not as many Halloween costumes as I thought there would be.
No, I'm seeing a couple cows, a guy dressed up as Mario, which is a very wrong color, especially tonight.
Play resumes here as Gophers get to center ice. They will dump that in back behind McClellan. Near boards, Mason Nevers, who will go and chase that one there. Shot point there goes wide of McClellan. Badgers go and try and play that one as they'll grab that behind their net. Anthony Kerr will chip this one up to center. Ryan Chesley will grab that at his own blue line as he will dump that one. That's tipped, so back behind McClellan that goes as Latch will play that for the Badgers. And there's Tassi as Luke Middlestat tries to forecheck on him. Now the Badgers will take it at center ice here. Nice stop there by Connor Kurth to dump this one back in behind McClellan as Pella Lodichuk will try and play that. Gives it over to his D partner Dexheimer. Now at center ice, Kurth. Dex intercepted by Dexheimer. Now Rinzel will have to play this back to his own zone. Being chased there as he plays this at the near boards. A good forecheck there by Fitzgerald. Gophers will control this in their own zone. No, more. Gives it back to Rinzel. He flubs on a pass there, almost turns it over to the Badgers as Luke Middlestat's got to chase it behind his own net. Now Moore has it, looking to skate up through center and dumps this one in over to the far boards where Polodichuk and Pitlick will battle for it. Comes out to center ice. Is this one here played by Thomas. Now Pitlick at center ice. Brody Lamb tried to get that, but loses that. As the Badgers again dump this one in. Close will let that ring around him. Shot there, blocked in front. Gophers trying to get out of their zone. Here comes Jimmy Clark. 3-on-2 here for the Gophers. Right circle looking for something and loses that one was Brody Lamb. Good stick check there from the defense.
Looks like we got a delayed penalty on Wisconsin. It'll be a hook. We'll see who it's on.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, Justin Close just booked it to the bench, and then all of a sudden, yeah. And it looks like it'll be on Scholl for Wisconsin. Sawyer Scholl for hooking. And the Gophers will be on their first power play of the night tonight.
Much different start tonight as the Gophers yesterday in the first 15 seconds scored.
10 seconds in, that's right.
Yeah, and then the Badgers answered pretty quickly as this one's feels a little more structured as the Gophers take that face off to the left of McClellan. Back to the point, Snuggerud, Rinzel will leave this one over. Lamb at the, now Rinzel at the blue point from the circle, shot by Snuggerud, and that one, I think, ringed off the post there as the Badgers will clear this one out.
Now, whoever's in charge of the horn, I believe the horn's new this year. I don't remember a horn last year, but they they hit it for about half a second because they thought it was in. It hit off the crossbar.
Gophers back to the offense zone, right circle, centering pass, goes wide to the near boards. Gophers look to reset up, and this one will get cleared all the way down to Justin Close. Some line changes here for both teams as Luke Middlestat will grab this one, pressured there by Fitzgerald. Now he backs off, and Luke can grab this one up to center ice. Rhett Pitlick into the zone as Jack Brodzinski stops up there. Luke at the blue line. Now he goes over right circle. Stops at the face-off dot. Now he's behind the goal line. Now back behind the goal line. Back to Middlestat along the wall. Point now as they go. Brodzinski shot there and saved by McClellan. Can't find it, and now he gets a glove on it to ice it.
I believe we'll take a look at this replay by a shot by Jimmy Snuggerud as it was a one-timer and it hit right off the crossbar. And a lot of people thought it was in, including the guy that was in control of the horn, of course. But, yeah, a great opportunity for the Gophers.
Yeah. Ooh. Play will resume here to the left of McClellan. Badgers win this one back. They're trying to get out of the zone, and they'll just sky that one all the way back as Luke Middlestat will chase this one back to behind his own goal line. A little bit of a turnover there. Looks like Cilia, but Gophers quickly outnumber him and get the puck back. Now Rhett Pitlick speeding through center into the offensive zone. Left circle, centering pass, goes wide there. Brodzinski will try and ring that one around. Gets stuck there. Polotachuk will get this for the Badgers as he gets to center and dumps this one in. 17 seconds left on the Gophers power play. Aside from that, they did have one shot. The crossbar doesn't quite count. Gophers. Begley at center ice, and he gets checked hard, and the puck will come out into the crowd. Nice souvenir there for someone.
That's right. So far, Wisconsin with no shots on goal, almost 5 minutes into this first period. As you said, not as quick of a start as it was last night, where it was 1-1 in a blink of an eye. But yeah, so far we're tied at 0.
Face off to the outside of the blue line for the Gophers. Cal Thomas has it here. Brody Lamb with it. Almost checked there as trying to get through center ice. Good job by the Badgers to grab that one, though. It's Latch. As Jungnoth will have it for the Badgers over to Whitelaw, center ice. He tried to leave a drop pass, but offsides as they'll have to retreat. Now Cal Thomas for the Gophers. As Chesley will take this center ice. Gives it over to Pinanimi, and he drops that into the offensive zone. Chesley tried to do some forechecking there. Now he'll retreat as the Badgers come out of their zone. Center ice, and they'll chip this one in back behind Justin Close. He'll play it. A little bit of a forecheck there. Good job by Close to get away from Scholl as the Gophers trying to get this through center ice, and tripping call there. That was Mason Nevers as he takes down a Badger going for the puck.
They're going to call Nevers on a hook there. It certainly was a hook, but it wasn't. I'm not going to call embellishment on the Badger, but it wasn't that dramatic as he made it seem.
Either way, the Badgers will get their first power play. Interesting they call it a hook. Seems like more of a trip as Nevers just gets his stick tangled up into the feet there.
It looked like his waist to me, but I could be wrong.
Okay. Badgers will take the face-off in the offensive zone. Behind Justin Close now. Cruz Lucius at the far board. Stops, circle, pass, goal line. Puck goes behind Close. Now they'll bring it over to near boards. Badgers with it. Blue line now. Looking for something. Dexheimer gives it over to Cilia. Centering pass. Nelson, good job to intercept that as he tries to fly the zone now. Looking for a 2-on-2 here. Nelson shoots there. Saved by McClellan. Big rebound. Gophers weren't able to get there, though, as they try and play keep away. Rinzel and Nelson there. They'll chip this one out of the zone. Aaron Huglen now into the offensive zone against Dexheimer. Right circle. Deeks shoots.
Oh!
Saved by McClellan. Good job on the splits there as Aaron Huglen was looking for the first goal of the game. Badgers now quickly trying to attack. Minute left here on this power play. Cruz Lucius into the offensive zone. Right circle looking. Shot. Cross ice shot. And they score from one circle to the other as the Badgers will take the lead here on that play.
What a goal by Simon Tassi. It was a tic-tac-toe. That one just on the offside of Justin Close. And, I mean, the Gophers seemed like they were a little distracted after those two offensive chances. Couldn't quite get back in time. As we take a look at this replay.
Yeah, that can happen. You go for that one big chance there.
Wow.
Gophers already outnumbered on the power penalty kill, and just some good cross-ice passing and nice tic-tac-toe play from the Badgers.
I will say this, what a great save by Kyle McClellan over there on the other end for Wisconsin. It was a breakaway for Aaron Huglen, but it was a great pad save on his right, and it was just great.
Indeed it was. As play will resume, Gophers trying to break out through center here. Oliver Moore into the offensive zone. Looking, shot blocked in front, Connor Kurth, high slot. Deeks shoots, and that goes wide of McClellan. Puck now at the near corner, looking for another centering pass. Badgers grab this one here into the offensive zone, as Scholl will just dump that one. Carl Fish back to play it. Snuggerud in his own zone now at the far circle. Circles around, calmly coming out of the zone. Center ice, now into the offensive zone. Stick dangling, right circle shot there. Saved by McClellan. Badgers will try and chip this one out, and they do get it to center. Sam Rinza will gather for the Gophers. Now it's Connor Kurth. He gets to the red line, dumps it right into the Badger. As Badgers again, quick attack into the offensive zone. Left circle shot there, centering pass. Misses Jack Horbach there, though, as the Badgers will grab this at center ice. Turnover there, though. Here comes Minnesota. Jimmy Clark, right circle shot, saved there by McClellan. Now it's back behind him. It's Clark and Lamb battling there for the Gophers. Luke Middlestat. Shot from the circle there, goes wide. Sam Rinzel will grab this at the far board. Stops up right outside the circle. Looks back now, far boards. Tied up in his feet. Lamb misses that one as Pitlick will try and play this back behind. Badgers cut off Lamb there. Now he's got it, looking for that centering shot pass. Not quite there, over left circle. Pitlick,
Wow.
Middlestat, and a glove save there by McClellan. He saw that one all the way, but good offensive chance there for the Gophers.
Now, this is something you knew going in with a hot goaltender like McClellan, who's had a fantastic start to the season. Hasn't let in 3 goals in any game this season so far. And the Gophers have, or the Badgers, have played 7 games. So he's been unbelievable in every game he's played, including last night and including tonight.
Yeah, that would have been arguably the biggest question mark for the Badgers coming into the year was goaltending, as that was a bit of a sore spot last year. As they grab it here into the offensive zone. Chesley battling up there against Cilia at first line for the Badgers. As D. St. Paul dumps this one back behind. Cilia with it, now back to the point. Shot there, pad save close. The Badgers still trying to play around in the offensive zone. Chesley there at the far boards. Huglen trying to get that one out. Can't quite do it though. As D. St. Paul will give it back to his D. Now they switch spots. Far corner. Sharp angle shot there, hits the back of the net as Cruz Lucius is battling. Now John Middlestat will have that one for the Gophers as he's tied up in the corner. Cal Thomas there gives it over to Chesley. Now Bryce Brodzinski through neutral. He'll dump this one in, fighting up against the D there. Palodichuk will come to forecheck him at the far boards. Rinzel comes to help out. Cross ice pass missed there. Here comes a breakaway for the Badgers. Looking shot, centering. Good job there by Justin Close, as that was Quinn Finley getting a shot there against Justin Close on that Gopher turnover. Still in the zone. Shot saved by Close. Now at the near boards. Jackson Nelson with it, battling up there. As the Badgers and Gophers collide there. Rinzel behind the net. He'll get this one up to Brodzinski. Cross ice pass there. Brodzinski missed Nelson. Goes into the Badger zone. Now they'll try and establish a forecheck there, but Palodichuk will calmly play this one for the Badgers. Center ice there up to Tassi. That one will get dumped in. Centering pass here. Looking again. Badgers close. Nice pad save there. Is right in front of him. All alone was another Badger as they're looking for their second goal.
Oh, what a save. That was William Whitelaw on the shot, and he was trying to deke Justin Close, but Justin Close just wouldn't bite, gets a pad on it. And we've seen some great saves on both ends of the ice. Justin Close now with his great pad stop as McClellan had earlier in the period.
Face off to the right of Justin Close. Cal Thomas plays this one to center. Connor Kurth will grab that as Badgers will play that. Badgers back into the offensive zone, but Kurth will grab this for the Gophers. Comes to center ice. There goes Oliver Moore, offensive zone, speeding down, goal line. Stops up at the near corner. Kurth there to try and help. Cal Thomas, easy shot on net. McClellan saves that. Snuggerud in front. Save. And again, McClellan just stopped 2 saves in a row right from the slot. One of them from Jimmy Snuggerud. As the Badgers will calmly, now they finally get it to center ice. And Chesley will try and push it back in. Snuggerud cuts that one off there. Now Badgers inside the zone. Looking. Cross ice pass. And no, Justin Close makes that save. That was Whitelaw there. As Gophers have this one at center ice. Looking for Chesley there at the right circle. Can't quite get it, though. Now here come the Badgers on the attack again into the offensive zone. Chasing one this down. Mellenbacher cut off there. Badgers still with the puck, though. There's Horbach at the left circle. Centering pass. Not quite there. Back to the point. Badgers back to the left point. Top of the left circle. A shot there. Blocked in front by Snuggerud. And the Gophers will retreat and change. As Badgers have this at center ice. Dumping this one back behind Justin Close. They'll go for a change. Luke Middlestat has to play that one. Center ice now. Gophers get there. Jimmy Clark from the circle. Blocked in front there. Now in the far boards. Tied up. Badgers again quickly out of the zone. Rinzel will play this from his own zone near boards. Back over to Carl Fish. Missed pass there, though, as Badgers will try and dump this one back into the offensive zone. Now the Gophers can grab this. Rhett Pitlick into the offensive zone. Centering pass there, not there, and McClellan will just ice that as it trickles to him. Again, with the fast-paced hockey, the Badgers not afraid to push the pace.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm going to say it again. Some great goaltending on both ends of the ice. Justin Close with an absolutely great save, but it was a glove save. Boy, it was on Whitelaw, I believe, again. And some great chances for both teams. And I know it was 5-2 last night, but I think goals are going to be very hard to come by tonight, seeing how these two goalies are playing.
Yeah, that's a good point. 8:19 here in this first period. Gophers losing on the scoreboard as it's 1-0 Badgers. Gophers out shooting Wisconsin 12-7 in shots on goal. Again, just amazed at how quickly the Badgers are able to transition from right around the top of the circles in their own defensive zone and then through the neutral zone. They're just right on you right away. And
their transition game is very, very good. You saw when the Gophers had a couple of chances when they were on the penalty kill, and then they just got to the other end of the ice hoping to catch the Gophers sleeping, and they did. And I can't tell you those couple saves by Close, how good it is to have that confidence back after letting in an early goal like that. I could see Justin Close just playing like he is for the rest of the game, hopefully. We'll knock on wood. But
knock on wood indeed, as play will resume shortly to the right of Kyle McClellan. Aaron Huglin up there. He's going to be up against looks like Tyson Dick as the Badgers play this one back behind their own net. They'll get it to center ice again, quickly into the offensive zone for them. Justin Close not able to stop that ring around. Here come the Badgers back behind the goal line. Cal Thomas tries to cut that one off. Chesley will chip that one off the glass. Now it gets played back again behind the goal line. Forechecked there by Cruz Lucius. D. St. Paul and Cilia. Badgers keep it in the zone. St. Paul with it. Cal Thomas finally gets that one. Here comes John Middlestat. Possible breakaway. He's going to get cut off there at the slot. Shot, and McClellan saw that one all the way. Good job there by the Badgers defense to cut that off.
Daniel Watch was going for a change, and then he realized John Middlestat was just streaking with no one no one there basically, so he had to hurry up and get back on the ice. Yeah, I mean, that defensive play probably saved him a goal right there. It was an easy save by McClellan.
Yeah, I agree on that. He took away that center drive and really took away any chance to deke as Middlestat just shot that one. Play resumes now. Center ice, Badgers. Mason Nevers with it, sent into the offensive zone, but cut off there by Dexheimer. Over to his D partner, Polodichuk. Now gets tipped into the offensive zone. They're going to say keep play here as Gophers try and get out of their zone. Forecheck there hard. Dexheimer shot goes right into Rinzel, centering in the slot. Gophers try and locate it. Now they're going to try and get out. Strobel pushes that one forward into the offensive zone. Now he'll try and chase it, but icing there as no one touched it.
So we got about 7 minutes in this first period. The Gophers have 13 shots on goal. Wisconsin only has 7. Justin Close has stopped all but one of those shots as we get a face-off to his left.
It's going to be Scholl up against Jackson Nelson here. They draw one. Gophers have it. Tipped over to the near boards right in front of the benches. Right back in, and it looks like it went out of play. Going to be whistled down.
Over face-off at center ice.
Face-offs right now are 7-5 in favor of the Gophers. As we'll take another one right here at center ice. Oliver Moore will lose that one. Badgers will dump this one back in behind Justin Close. Carl Fish looks to play. Avoiding the forecheck there. Jimmy Snuggerud. Kind of a lazy pass there, but it does get to center. Now into the offensive zone. Connor Kurth will try and chase that. Snuggerud at the far boards. Back to Cal Thomas. He'll turn that over at center ice, though. Here come the Badgers into the offensive zone. Centering pass. Good job by Fish. Whitelaw, though, fighting hard up against Fish. Now comes support from there as Moore will try and play that. Snuggerud now trying to get outside. Again, a lazy pass, and Badgers back into the offensive zone. Good forecheck there. Puck goes all the way to the far corner. Now Whitelaw behind the net. Check there by Moore. Back over to the left circle. Snuggerud tries to cut that one off, though. Moore battling there, and now Cal Thomas will gather. Carl Fish will look for a looping pass straight to center, as both teams will make a little bit of a change there. Badgers right back into the zone, though. And this one gets knocked out here as Anthony Kerr will just try and play possession for the Badgers. Turned over to Chesley as he'll turn that one over, and then it'll trickle all the way down. Latch will try and play that. Gophers try to forecheck here. Pitlick. Now he'll watch as Kerr gets this one out into the offensive zone. There's Horback again for the Badgers up against Begley. Here comes that fourth line for the Badgers. Gophers do a good job there as they try and chip this one out. It stays in the zone, though, but looks like played with a high stick as Gophers got a little lucky there. Looks like the Badgers were primed to take another shot.
And that's right. And, yeah, don't sleep on this fourth line either. Owen Mellenbacher, the freshman from Fort Erie, Ontario. Yeah, he's pretty skilled, so the Gophers caught a break there as we got a face-off just outside the Gopher zone.
Badgers win that one. They'll ring it around all the way Justin close to the near boards. Cruz Lucius trying to play that one. Celia up against Luke Middlestat. Now Aaron Huglin joins the fray. Lucius will lose this one to Rinzel as Rinzel gives it over to Brodzinski. Centering pass now. Huglin into the offensive zone. Left circle stops up. Loses the puck, though. Now the Badgers looking to transition again. D. St. Paul into the offensive zone. Loses the puck, though. Pinanimi tries to get that one. Center ice right in front of the benches, as he'll just dump this one all the way back to McClellan. He's got to be a little careful, though, as Huglin was trying to forecheck. The Badgers get out of their own zone. Now here comes Tassi into the offensive zone. Left circle, stops, slot. Shot there blocked in front by a Gopher. This puck will trickle out now to center ice as the Badgers have it here. Now back into the offensive zone. Chesley trying to play it back. Mason Nevers there. Now Chesley again behind his own nets. Trying to get out. Strobel with it. Dekes a man, now lets this one go. Back into the offensive zone for the Gophers. Nevers tries to forecheck. Strobel will lose that one as it'll come all the way back to Justin Close. Now Ryan Chesley battling up there against Fitzgerald. Now Gophers will be, nope, turnover right here, high slot. Now right circle, Fitzgerald looking, backhander, saved by Close. Still in the offensive zone, Whitelaw, as Gophers play this one at the near corner. Nelson Thomas, and now Chesley will gain control as he looks to get out of the zone. Nice pass there. Strobel, and a little crossover. He's into the offensive zone, right circle. Stops up at the far corner. Nelson looks to help out. Latch and Jungnoth there as well, but Badgers gain control. Whitelaw, center ice, gives it over, left circle. Now back behind Justin Close. Battling there is Finley. Luke Middlestat will come away with it though. Now back over to Oliver Moore. He speeds through center. Right side. Stops there at those far boards. Snuggerud tried to grab that one, but he'll lose this all the way over to the left side at the near boards. Badgers again look to transition. Good check there by Middlestat, but Badgers coming to the offensive zone. Decked to wide there, Justin Close. As Badgers will still play this in the offensive zone. Near corner, back to the point. Fanned on that one was Schultz. Now still in his zone. Middlestat trying to get this one out. Snuggerud can't quite do it. Now Luke looking for that stretch pass, and here we go. Connor Kurth, right circle at the face-off dot. Good play there by Dexheimer, though, to tie him up. Connor Kurth could not get a shot off. Now Horbach with it again. That fourth line gets a lot of playing time for these Badgers as Horbach will try and forecheck into the offensive zone. Tied up there with two Badgers, but D. St. Paul trying to grab it here. Centering pass, Cilia. Now he's at the right circle, dances around, cross-ice pass, high slot, shot there by Schultz, goes high and wide. Rinzel will play that at the far corner. Now comes to the Gophers, and finally they'll be able to get out of the zone here as Jimmy Clark will give that to Brody Lamb in the far corner in the offensive zone. Gophers here will lose it again to the Badgers. Turnover quickly, though. Here's Rhett Pitlick shot. Save right there by McClellan. He's going to gobble that one off.
A good save by McClellan. It wasn't too challenging for him. Almost in the chest area there. But, yeah, the Gophers need a lot of shots on this kid if they want to get, more than 2-3 goals tonight. So, I mean, he's been absolutely on fire.
Yeah, last night, Gophers were outshot 34-24. Of course, that resulted in a 5-2 loss. Right now, Gophers lead 14-8 in shots on goal. Face off to the right of McClellan. Cal Thomas at the blue line loses it. He's got to back out. Now Badgers quickly on the dumping it back in. There's Tassie against Thomas. Badgers at the near boards. Right circle. Shot there by Latch goes high and wide. Tassie with it behind the net. Now Hughlin will go and play that at the far corner. Brodzinski at the far boards. Badgers keep it in momentarily. Chesley can't quite get it there. Turnover, right circle, looking for that centering pass. Badgers can't do it, but they'll grab it here at center ice. Polodechuk will dump this one back in behind Close. Chesley has to play this at the far corner and can calmly look for the stretch pass there. Misses his guy, though, as Badgers will grab this at center ice. It's Whitelaw. He'll dump this one back in. Justin Close will stop this as he looks to avoid the Badger forecheck. Still in the defensive zone. Now the Gophers will get it out center ice, and they'll dump it in. And they'll go and chase it. McClellan will push this one over through the near boards. Whitelaw with it now. Cross ice pass. Couldn't quite connect there, though, for the Badgers. As now Minnesota tries to forecheck as this one trickles into the offensive zone. Badgers quickly center ice, though. There's another cross ice pass into the offensive zone. Carl Fish there tried to stop that ring around. Now Badgers left circle shot there, saved by Close as Badgers put another shot on net.
Another easy save by Justin Close as we got 19 seconds left in this first period. I am very impressed by this Badger third line of Bantle, Scholl, and Whitelaw. Especially Scholl and Whitelaw. They've been all over the ice tonight, and we've been calling Whitelaw's name many, many times on a lot of shots on Justin Close.
Yeah, Whitelaw, he's not afraid to stick handle and get a little fancy through that neutral zone.
No, he is not.
Face off to the left of Close here. Moore battling against Cilia. Gophers trying to get this one out of the zone. They will. Oliver Moore and Snuggerud try and forecheck there. Luke Middlestat just dumps this one forward. Gophers into the offensive zone, but they can't control it as Badgers have it here. And there is the end of the first period. A quick one as the Badgers and Gophers playing up and down hockey here.
Yeah, it's very close so far, only 1-0. And as we've said throughout the first period, these two goaltenders are hot. Goals are going to be hard to come by in these next two periods. We should be in for a good one strapped in.
Yeah, some first period stats. Shots are 14-9 in favor of the Gophers, but they are losing on the scoreboard 1-0. Saves 14-8, 14 for McClellan, 8 for Justin Close. Power plays, each team had one. The Badgers managed to convert on theirs. Gophers do not convert on their power play. Faceoffs are 9-7 in face of the Gophers, and they also lead in block shots 6-3, but it's because the Badgers, even though they're down on shots on goal, seem like they're peppering Gopher players all throughout.
That's right, and I believe a strategy going into this game is getting a lot of shots on McClellan as well. Like you said, we noticed 24 shots last night in total for the Gophers, 14 so far in the first period. So I'm expecting them to get into the 30s, maybe in the 40s by the end of the game. As long as they continue shooting on McClellan, there's eventually going to be a goal or two. So.
Yeah, we can hope. Midway through that first period, the Gophers did have a nice little flurry right in that high slot, but couldn't quite convert there.
They did, and that was on the penalty kill as well. And then, obviously, the Badgers went down the ice and then converted on their power play. But I'm seeing a lot of great opportunities for the Gophers right now, especially with Snuggerud. He had a one-timer on the power play. That was really, really good. And then he got his own rebound in the middle of the ice, I believe, just right in front of McClellan as well. And McClellan stopped that too. So yeah, I mean, the Gophers should, as long as they have those chances, at least one of them is going to go in, and then we'll kind of go from there. But
I'll agree with that. Just pepper McClellan. He also has left up some rebounds, so there's chances there. Gophers just got to find a way to convert. I think with that, we're going to take our intermission break. This is Gopher Men's Hockey on Radio K Sports.
Lights flashing, signs passing. I could drive anywhere, but there's. Excuse me. I'm going to drink some water for 1 second. In the meantime, you can think about what it means that it's Scorpio season. Okay, I'm back. Lights flashing, signs passing. I could drive anywhere, but there's nowhere that I really want to go. Let my phone die for the first time. I don't have anywhere to be. I guess I'll just go home. And when I say I don't know, I really mean it's true. And when you say you're leaving, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. to listen. This song's always stuck in my head. Sing along again. Up the porch steps, up to my bed. I'm getting good at sleeping in. I'm dreaming of you again. And when I say it's cold, I really mean don't go. And when I say I'm freezing, you don't care, you don't care, you don't care, you don't care. Lets me down every time. Everything I see used to fall so easily. Now I just wanna feel anything. I could drive anywhere, but there's nowhere I really wanna go. Oh, I could drive anywhere, but there's nowhere I really wanna go. No one will ever love you quite the same. Stuck in my mind as I just walk away. But does affection always fade? My eyes are dry when I hear your name. It's getting easier to sleep alone. I have my friends, I have my room, I have my phone. And when your memory creeps back in, I put on my shoes, I go out again. And if you're sad, you're listening to the wrong song. And if you hear your mind, the music's just not loud enough. Turn it up. I have a place in my heart now. This is my own. Keep hoping growing up isn't growing numb. Rather be lonely than belong to anyone. I say it's true, I know it's not. And if you're sad, you're listening to the wrong song. And if you hear your mind, the music's just not loud enough. Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up.
Good evening from 3M Arena at Mariucci here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, home of the Golden Gophers. As we got the Minnesota Golden Gophers taking on the Wisconsin Badgers. It is currently 1-0 as we head into the second period. I got my partner here, Andrew Kimcole. Did I get that right?
Close.
Okay, well, what is it?
Kismel.
Kismel, damn it. Okay, all right, I was close. I got the K right, I guess. But so far we got a close game. It was not as high scoring as it was last night. 5-2 victory for Wisconsin, of course. And 2 quick goals last night in the first period. And it seems like goals are going to be tough to get tonight.
Yeah, it certainly seemed like, at least starting out, teams were much more structured. I think Bob Motzko would want to kind of clamp down some of the run-and-gun hockey for the Badgers, but I don't know. They just put so much pressure on your forwards and in the neutral zone and defensemen in the defensive zone that I think the Badgers just end up playing their own way.
Yeah, that's right. So we got Strobel, Nelson, and Nevers for the line for the Gophers. And we got Lucius, Cilia, and Day St. Paul. I really want to say Day St. Paul, but it's Day St. Paul. And Fall with PH, of course, as Wisconsin will win the face-off there as we get it started here in the second period. Into the Gopher zone, and a big hit by Ryan Chesley. Really big hit. Great hit by the defenseman. Nice and clean, of course. That's what we're looking for. As the Gophers will dub it into the Badger zone. McClellan will play it behind the net. Anthony Kerr will try to get it to Day St. Paul, but it ends up out of play. I will share you this. Anthony Kerr, it's pronounced Kerr, as in like Kerr 11, I guess, but it's spelt K-E-H-R-E-R. The last R is silent. That's hockey names for you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And Fitzgerald and Moore a little bit. As the puck is dropped there. And here come the Gophers as they dump it in. McClellan will play it behind the net. Badgers will try to take advantage. Finley on the boards there, fighting with it with Snuggerud. Gophers with 3 guys bunched up in 1 there. Rinzel fires, and that one gets blocked, but Snuggerud also had a chance if he could have found the puck right in front of the net, right in front of McClellan, but it gets knocked to the corner. Finley can't find the puck for the Wisconsin. And here come the Badgers. Fitzgerald tries to skate around Luke Middlestead, looking for a man, gets it over to the point, fires, and that one is hidden in the equipment of Sam Rinzel, and the puck just kind of escapes his jersey almost. I thought that was in his breezers for a second. Here come the Badgers as they dump it in. Close will play it behind the net. Ooh, and a big hit by Badgers defenseman, but here come the Gophers. Brody Lamb fires, save McClellan, rebound, a big juicy rebound, but Clark can't get to it. Oh, the Gophers defenseman try to keep it in net. Close plays it himself. Dangerous play. And here come the Badgers, and they can't get a shot off.
Oh, yeah, that was very dangerous. Close coming out to the left face-off circle. Tried to play that one. Leaves the net empty as the Badgers still had possession in the offensive zone.
Close left his net, as Andrew said, but yeah, Wisconsin can't take advantage as they have it behind the net. Whitelaw, who's been all over the ice tonight. That's over to Tyson Dick, but he loses it. Here comes Pitlick. Pitlick trying to find a man. Tries to get over to Jimmy Clark. Can't quite get to it. Here's Brodzinski. Passes over to his defenseman as they dump it in. They'll get a change. John Middlestead is out there as looks like the puck got to McClellan, and McClellan will make the stop. Here about 3 minutes into the second period.
Gophers on their best scoring chance a couple of minutes ago. I liked the play by, I think that was Clark, puts the shot on that, and then Brody Lamb immediately goes to right in front of McClellan looking for a rebound. He has given those up, but no such luck for the Gophers on that particular play.
An interesting choice here. John Middlestead will take the face-off as he loses it to the Wisconsin Badger. Playing center, here's Day St. Paul. Tries to get it into the Gopher zone, but the Gophers will take possession. And now here's David Cilia. Tries to get it over to his defenseman. Loses the puck, but then he gets it back. Lucius fighting for it in the neutral zone. Puck deflects off a ref. And here comes Aaron Huglin. Huglin looking, firing, scores! Aaron Huglin takes it into the middle and snipes the Wisconsin goaltender of Kyle McClellan. And the Gophers are on the board. It is tied at 1 here in the second period.
Oh, great job there by Aaron Huglin to take that into the far corner. Skate from behind the goal line right up to that left, right face-off circle of McClellan. Goes straight into the slot and just rips that one over the shoulder of McClellan.
Huglin essentially took it himself, skated right through 3 Wisconsin defenders, and then snipes McClellan. Glove side. It was a great shot, and the Gophers are on the board, and I believe it is unassisted. We'll take a listen to the PA announcer. It's like Aaron Huglin, of course, will get the goal, as the Gophers will try to take advantage of this momentum shift here in the second period. And it looks like they'll give the assist to John Middlestead. And the Gophers are in the Badger zone, excuse me. Jackson Nelson, the Gopher captain, try to get it over to the point, but here come the Wisconsin Badgers. Anthony Kerr will bring it in for Wisconsin, loses the puck. And they're fighting for it in the corner. And the Gophers will maintain possession. Strobel will dump it in, and Lamb gets hit in the back by a Badger, Christian Fitzgerald. Gophers want a call, they will not get it. Schultz over to Finley. Finley in the Gopher zone. Gets it back to Schultz. Schultz in the corner. Tries to get it back behind the net to, well, let's see, Simon Tassi, but he doesn't quite get it. Now Snuggerud will take it to the other end for the Gophers. In the corner, gets over to Sam Rinzel. Rinzel fires, and that one's blocked by his own player, Snuggerud. And that one is just dumped to the other end. Finley tries to make a move, but great defensive play by the Gophers. Ooh, Connor Kurth almost had a breakaway chance there, but it's taken away by the Badgers. Here's Finley, fires, and that one goes wide. I believe Justin Close got a glove on it, and it goes up and over the net. As the Gophers are fighting for possession, they will get it. Here comes Jimmy Snuggerud. He's been on the ice for some time, almost a minute and a half. Certainly looking for a change, as here come Sawyer Shaw, as he'll dump it in for the Badgers, as the Badgers will try to get a change here. There's Brody Lamb, gets over to Jimmy Clark. Clark has Pitlick. Pitlick looking for a shot. One-timer, that one goes wide. And a shot from the point, that one's blocked by the captain, Mike Vorlicki, for the Badgers, excuse me. The captain for the Badgers, the defenseman, as the Badgers have it in the Gopher zone. There's Vorlicki, he fires, and that one goes wide, and a great glove save by Justin Close. That one bounced off the boards and right into his glove, as we get a face-off to his right.
Yeah, weird carom there off the backboards or off the glass. Gophers looking a little bit better here in this second period. 14:28 left here in this period. Doing a better job of keeping the Badgers kind of neutral zone attack game clamped down a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. Anthony Kerr will have it for the Badgers as he'll get it over into the corner. There's Lucius. Lucius looking for some help, doesn't get it. Luke Middlestead tries to get a stick on it, and here comes Brodzinski. Brodzinski fighting for it in the corner with Kerr. And gets a little help from Aaron Huglin. And now the Badgers will have possession. Lucius dumps it in. There's Day St. Paul. He will be onside, according to the ref. And the Gophers will have possession now. Brodzinski in the neutral zone, fighting for it with the Badger. Right along the boards, and I believe they lost the puck.
Looked like a hand play there by Polotachuk of the Badgers. Badgers just ice out the Gophers there along the boards right in front of the benches to stop play.
So they will say it's a hand pass on the Gophers, and it will be in the Badger zone, excuse me. It'll be a hand pass on the Badgers. That's my fault. But Jackson Nelson will be center for the Gophers. He'll try to get a faceoff win. Christian Fitzgerald will end up winning the faceoff for Wisconsin. Tied 1-1 here in the second. We got about 13 minutes left in the second period. Shots on goal right now for the Gophers, 16-9. They're leading with the shots. Ooh, tried to center it there for the Badgers, but it gets picked up by a Gopher. Here comes Nelson over to Nevers. Nevers fires, and that one goes wide.
I think Pelotachuk got a stick on that to angle that one up high. Otherwise, Nevers, that's a prime scoring chance.
Quinn Finley over to Pelotachuk. What a save by Justin Close. A little windmill glove save. Boy, that one has to feel good. He's only let in one goal in the beginning of the first period, and he's had a lot of great saves. And that one just feels good as a goaltender, and it really boosts your confidence. As we take a look at that replay, it was a 3-on-2. It's a good cross-ice pass, but yeah, like I said, a little windmill glove from Justin Close. It's the kind of saves I did in practice back in the day.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. There's Luke Middlestedt. Will take it out for the Gophers. He'll dump it in. Oliver Moore will try to fight for the puck. Kurth over to Middlestedt. Middlestedt fires, and that one goes wide. Here's Kurth. Kurth tries to get it over to Moore. They'll say it's onside, but the Badgers will maintain possession. As they'll dump it in, they'll get a change. Middlestedt in the corner. Moore tries to get over to Kurth. But doesn't quite get there. Here are the Badgers. Mellenbacher. Oh, fires in a save by Justin Close, and the rebound is taken away by the defense. The Gopher defense, excuse me. Snuggerud will try to get it out. This Gopher first line has been out there for quite a while now. Here's Tyson Jugnoth for the Badgers. As it gets taken away by the Gophers, they'll just dump it into the Badger zone, hoping to get a change. Snuggerud is still on the ice. Boy, he needs to get a change. Here come the Badgers, excuse me. Little cross-ice pass, tries to get it over to the winger, but doesn't quite get there. Here's Jimmy Clark skating into the Badger zone. Behind the net, looking for a man. Clark still has the puck. They'll just dump it into the corner for Pitlick. Pitlick still in the corner, making a move on the Wisconsin defender. They're basically playing keep away over here, much to the crowd's amusement. Here's Chesley. Chesley fires, that one goes wide. And the Badgers will have the puck now. And it's taken away by the Gophers. Brody Lamb now. Brody into the Badger zone. That one fires, and it looks like McClellan got a piece of it, and it goes up and over the net. As here comes Wisconsin. A shot from William Whitelaw, and that one goes wide. Here's Carson Bantle in the corner. Bantle over to Sawyer Scholl. Gets it over to the point. Gets over to Lucius. Lucius looking. Tries to make a move on the defender. Doesn't get him in the bite. Here comes Whitelaw. Tries to get over to Day St. Paul. Doesn't quite get there. Here's Day St. Paul. Passes it over to his point, Fitzgerald. Tries to get it over to Lucius. Cross-ice pass. Just above the reach. As he has it in the corner for him. Here's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald fires, and that one not much heat on it. And here come the Gophers. A lot of offensive time there for Wisconsin, Andrew.
Yeah, it was. Some extended zone time there after the Gophers. Looks like they're doing better this period, though, putting pressure on the neutral zone and into the offensive zone.
Here comes Lucius. That top line for Wisconsin still out. Luke Middlestedt playing the body. As the Gophers and the Badgers fight for possession in the corner. There's Connor Fish. Fish, oh, a bad pass. And a shot by the Badger captain, Mike Vorlicki. It goes wide, and it looks like we'll have a face-off on the Wisconsin end.
Good, easy save there for Justin Close, but good job being aware of what's going on, because these Badgers, as soon as you get any kind of turnover near the blue lines, they are straight away looking for either a shot or to speed into the offensive zone.
Yeah, that's right. I want to get your thoughts a little bit, Andrew. Obviously, this is the first year that the Gophers have NHL-sized rink. They used to have Olympic-sized rink with more room in the corners and more room in the offensive and defensive zones. Obviously, it's a newer style of game, I would say. When you're on Olympic ice, it's very wide. You have a lot of room. With the NHL-sized ice, it's shorter, more compact. Would you say that gives off a better hockey product on the ice?
I'm personally am a fan of the smaller ice rink. I don't know the past 2 years if the bigger ice sheet helped so much with the Gophers game. I know they're all young guys. They're all young players. They can skate up and down all day. But you like against the better teams like a Michigan or a North Dakota, I think the Gophers with the bigger ice sheet, it didn't help them that much. I think those teams know how to play on the bigger ice sheet. Be interesting with this Badger team with how quickly they are through the neutral zone. If maybe even in a smaller sized rink, they're able to find those holes.
A one-timer from Chesley goes wide as the Gophers won that face-off. As it looks like Badgers and Gophers fighting for it in the corner. We are tied at 1-1 here in the second period, halfway in between. Jackson Nelson behind the net. Gets it over to the point, back to Nelson. Nelson gives it over to his partner, Mason Nevers, but it gets intercepted by the Badgers. Here comes Finley for Wisconsin. And it looks like we'll have a penalty on the Gophers. It'll be another hooking call, the third hooking call of the night tonight. And it looks like it will be on Mason Nevers. It will be on Mason Nevers for hooking as we'll try to take a look at this replay and see if we saw anything. Third hooking penalty of the night. Are they looking for that, the referees, you think?
It could be. I think, yeah, as we don't see the replay here, but I think it's one that's usually fairly easy to kind of figure out if you're behind and you got the stick in the waist. They're probably going to call that.
That's right. Dexheimer over to Lucius. Lucius tries to get it over to his winger. Gophers and Badgers fighting for possession in the corner. There's Cal Thomas for the Gophers. Tries to get it over to Chesley. Chesley will lose possession, and here come the Badgers. Oh, fires and a shot by Lucius. That one hits off the pipe. Close was there, however, as the puck goes out of the Gopher zone, and Wisconsin will have to regroup.
It's amazing how many times teams do that one-timer shot from the right face-off circle.
Lucius had a shot, but it was blocked by the Gopher goaltender Justin Close, his blocker, as it looks like we might have an offsides call, I believe.
I think it was played with a high stick, so
High
it's going to
stick
come
is what they're
outside the
calling
zone. But
Gotcha.
yeah, that Alex Ovechkin spot on the right of the goaltender, right at the top of the face-off circle.
That's right. Ovi's office.
Yeah,
Yep.
even now in college, Snuggerud and Lucius are doing that.
That's right, that one is dumped in. Gophers trying to kill off this penalty here. Finley, the cross-ice pass over to Fitzgerald, but he couldn't quite get there as the Gophers will dump it in. Trying to kill off this penalty with 53 seconds remaining on Nevers' penalty. Oh, what a play by Pitlick. He tries to get it into the front of the net in front of McClellan, but can't quite get there. Wisconsin has possession now. Jugnoth. Cross-ice pass over to Fitzgerald. He fires, and that one's blocked by a Gopher defenseman. Ooh, a little physicality there by Fitzgerald on Aaron Huglin. No call, though, and a good block by Aaron Huglin on the Jugnoth shot. Huglin trying to get it out, but Jugnoth, the Badger defenseman, keeps it in. Tussey over to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald looking in the corner. Back to Tassie, excuse me. Tries to get it over to Whitelaw. Now back to Tassie, over to Whitelaw. Whitelaw, cross-ice pass. What a save by Justin Close.
Oh, another
and
one.
Whitelaw gets the goal.
Man, I thought Justin Close was able to get that rebound off that last shot there, but apparently that one just went in and out of the net so quickly.
William, don't call me Whitelaw, had 2 goals last night, and he gets his first one tonight as Wisconsin retakes the lead. We will take a look at this replay. It was a great cross-ice pass by Whitelaw on Justin Close's offside. And looks like Fitzgerald had a great shot, and Close did stop it, but Whitelaw got the rebound, and he had also a wide open net, as Wisconsin will take advantage of yet another power play.
I think that was actually
that was even strength.
Yeah,
excuse me. Yeah.
but they were still in the Gophers zone, so out there playing against some tired Gophers that were on the penalty kill. So
that's right, and Nevers just got out of the box as well. So, and the Gophers will try to respond right away, and looks like McClellan can't find the puck. Chesley fires, and that one goes wide. There will be a penalty on Wisconsin, as that one almost sneaks in, but a great play by McClellan, and it looks like we will have our 4th hooking call of the night, and this time on the Badgers, and let's see if the Gophers can take advantage on this power play.
yeah, a bit of a mad scramble in front of McClellan there, as Gophers doing a great job after giving up goal, pushing hard to try and tie this score, as they spent some time in front of McClellan, and Badgers were scrambling and ended up taking a penalty there. So Gophers will.
Cottage Grove's own Joe Paladichik, something like that. But he got a hooking call, the 4th hooking call of the night. We've had 4 penalties, 4 hooks. So the Gophers 0 for 1 on the power play so far tonight. They're looking for another one, as the Badgers tried to clear it, but they shoot it right into the Gopher bench. Bob Motzko had to hightail it out of the way of that puck, as we get another face-off here in the Badger zone.
Gophers going with the 4 forwards and 1 defenseman, as Luke Middlestat manning the right point is going to be the only defenseman out there.
It looks like it's Kurth, Huglin, and Pitlick, the forwards, and then Brodzinski will play defense, at least for now, as he tries to keep that puck in, but now he gives up a 3-on-1. Here come the Badgers. Luke Middlestat tries to stop it, but a great play. And it looks like that will be a save by Justin Close. A nice play by Luke Middlestat.
He wasn't
dangerous 3-on-1.
Close, wasn't challenged too hard on that, but that's a save you have to make in order to keep this game close.
He took away the 2 other players, the 2 passing lanes, so it looks like I believe that was Jack Horbach who had the shot there, but it looked like it got off the pipe as well, as Justin Close will stop it behind his own net. Let's go Gophers. Chance reigning here at Mariucci as the Gophers trying to get back into this game, and it's 2-1 right now. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second, and it looks like Jackson Nelson got tripped up, and Wisconsin will have more ample time to kill here with about 45 seconds left on their penalty kill. They will dump it out. Close lost the puck and almost went into his crease, but it's taken away by the Gopher defenseman. Here comes Sam Rinzel. Rinzel over to Jackson Nelson. Nelson over to Rinzel behind the net. Rinzel in the corner. Passes over to Oliver Moore. Moore over to Rinzel. Rinzel over to Lamb. Brody Lamb looking for someone. Back to Rinzel. Back to Snuggerud. Back to Lamb. And an ample play right there. But the Gophers can't get a shot off.
Too much passing, overpassing there from the Gophers. They had 3 chances for one-timer shots. All 3 players passed up, and now they've lost the power play here.
Wisconsin will be full strength. Snuggerud with the shot, but that one is gobbled up by McClellan. An easy chest save there, as we got 4 minutes and 31 seconds and a 2-1 hockey game here in the second
I
period.
think that all started with Sam Rinzel at the right near the blue line high slot. I think he should have just shot that one first. Brody Lamb called for that one at the near circle here, and instead had a player right in front, didn't have the angle really, and then he passes again cross ice, and just no shot from the Gophers there.
Yeah, it's something that the Minnesota Wild, who lost in a shootout to the Washington Capitals earlier today, 3-2. So congratulations. I know Andrew's a Capitals fan. But that's another thing that they have on their power play as well, trying to find that perfect shot and overpassing it. And the Gophers couldn't get a shot there, as here the Badgers in their own in the Gopher zone. A shot from the defenseman, Anthony Kerr. And that one's gobbled up by Close. A little pushing and shoving right up front. It's Cal Thomas and Jack Horbach.
I also think Jimmy Snuggerud wasn't out there for that latter half of the power play, and he's a guy that's just going to take the shot almost no matter what. With Lamb, Rinzel, and I don't know if that was Brodzinski, but 3 players opting to not take the shot. I think you need somebody who's a little more selfish to just rip it and cause chaos in front of the net.
That's right. Snuggerud was looking for a one-timer there at one point, but no one passed to him on that power play. So it is unfortunate, but Whitelaw will keep it in for the Badgers, as the Gophers did end up winning the faceoff, but the Badgers have the puck now. Joe Paladichik will dump it in for the Badgers. Luke Middlestead has the puck for the Gophers. He'll try to get possession. He will. Here come the Gophers. Jackson Nelson taking it up center ice. Passes over to Nevers. Nevers fires, and that one goes wide. Carl Fish over to Cal Thomas. Thomas surveying, shoots it, and it's blocked by Joe Paladichik. And here come the Badgers now as they dump it into the Gopher zone. Close will glove it, and he'll just throw it onto the ice and pass it over to his defenseman. Badgers have it in their own zone. Here's their captain, Mike Vorlicki. Vorlicki will dump it in. He's looking for Christian Fitzgerald, but it looks like the Badgers will be offsides as we get an offsides face-off here with 3 minutes remaining here in the second period in a 2-1 hockey game.
Gophers, I know they're down 1, but they at least started out. They looked a little bit better in this game, able to get some possession and try and sustain some offense here. So they're going to need to do down 1 goal.
That's right. Gophers lose that face-off. Here come the Badgers. Here's Lucius. Passes it over to Cilia, but he fires it wide. Daniel Lotch has it at the point as the Gophers and Badgers are fighting for possession here. Lotch will just fire it, and looks like Close will get a pad on it. Easy save for him. Rinzel has it behind the net. Over to Cal Thomas. Cal Thomas will get it over to Connor Kurth. And it looks like he could have had a breakaway chance there.
Strong stick play from Vorlicki there on Connor Kurth, making sure he couldn't do anything.
That's right. Here's Dave St. Paul. Pass it over to Cilia. Cilia try to get it over to a cross-ice pass to Cruz Lucius, but couldn't quite get it. And it looks like we'll have a tripping call on Lucius. It will be an interference call, excuse me. As the first non-hooking call of the night tonight, it will be the 5th penalty, the 3rd power play for the Gophers. As we have 2 minutes and 6 seconds, this will take us into the 3rd period.
Yeah, took out a little bit of a hip check there from Lucius as he took out Luke Middlestad, who was playing up in the zone. And another chance for the Gophers to try and tie this one up. Again, Snuggerud not out there on this beginning of the power play, so interesting decision here by Bob Motzko.
Looks like it'll be Huglin, Nevers, and Pitlick, the forwards for the Gophers. Here's Huglin. Huglin behind the net. Oh, tries to center it, but gets picked up by a Wisconsin defenseman as they'll dump it down. So
almost got a lucky bounce there off of a defenseman as that hit a Badger in front of that and ended up in front of McClellan, but they managed to clear.
Tape-to-tape pass over there to Huglin. Huglin in the corner with Brodzinski. Huglin looking for help, can't quite get it. D. St. Paul will dump it out, and Justin Close will stop it behind his own net as the Gophers will try to regroup once again. Minute 20 left in this power play for Minnesota. So far, they are 0 for 2 on the night. Wisconsin is 2 for 2 on the power play so far in this 2-1 hockey game. Brodzinski behind the net. Snuggerud now on the ice for the Gophers. Far and away, probably their best scorer, best natural scorer on this team. Rinzel fires it from the point. That one is blocked by Mike Vorlicki as he will dump it down. We have 1 minute remaining here in this second period. Rinzel behind the net. And he'll just take it up ice for the Gophers. He'll go ice to ice here. Drop pass over to Snuggerud. Snuggerud tries to get it to Oliver Moore, but Moore missed the pass. And the Gophers will have to regroup once again. This power play hasn't been too impressive as we're a minute 30 into this power play.
Yeah, they looked okay early on, but Badgers doing a great job with sticks and lanes and quickly just getting the puck out of their zone.
So far, not a lot of chances. Brody Lamb will take it in for the Gophers. Snuggerud still on the ice here. Snuggerud with a no-look pass over to Moore, but it gets dumped in by the Wisconsin again. We got 10 seconds left in this second period. Gophers trying to do one final push as Wisconsin is now full strength for a couple seconds here. Wisconsin will take possession again in their own zone, and that will do it. 2 goals, one for Wisconsin, one for Minnesota. So far it is a 2-1 hockey game here at 3M Arena, Mariucci, here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is a pleasure to be here with you, with Andrew Kismal, there we go, we got it. And Leo Pomeranke. We'll be right back. We'll take a about 12-minute intermission. You're listening to Golden Gopher Hockey on Radio K Sports.
You always say the stupidest things. It's like you don't know how to read. You're always jumping in with anecdotes that don't make any sense, and I am always wondering why. So baby, let me write your lines. Oh baby, let me write your lines. I'd stick my tongue in your mouth to keep your words from coming out. So baby, let me write your lines. At first I thought that you were shy. I dreamed of all the ways your words would blow my mind. But I am finding out the reason nothing's in your mouth is your long hair hides a waste of time. So baby, let me write your lines. Oh baby, let me write your lines. If you could talk to me, we never ever have to sleep. So baby, let me write your lines. You're never ever home at night when I wanna call, and even when you answer, I'm talking to a pretty wall. I guess I'm never on your mind. I guess that nothing's on your mind. So baby, let me write your lines. Baby, let me write your lines. I'd stick my tongue in your mouth to keep your words from coming out. So baby, let me write your lines. Let me write your lines. Let me write your lines. Let me write your lines.
Hello and welcome back. Radio K Sports, Gopher Men's Hockey. We're going to do a quick intermission stats run through as the Badgers again lead the Gophers here 2-1. Simon Tassi, or excuse me, second period it was Aaron Huglin starting the scoring off at 17:03 with an assist from John Middlestat, but then the Badgers able to take the lead again at 7:13 by William Whitelaw, assists from Christian Fitzgerald and Simon Tassi. Just Gophers looked better, had some sustained zone time, but again that Badgers quick strike struck again.
I think the story of the game so far tonight is the power play. Right now the Gophers are 0 for 3 and Wisconsin is 2 for 2. So, I mean, Wisconsin has taken advantage of what they've been given from the goal. Actually, they're 1 for 2, I believe, because technically it wasn't a power play goal, that second goal. But nevertheless, I mean, they've been doing a great job on the power play. Wisconsin has. And the Gophers had a couple of great chances, but this last power play right before the end of the second period was not good at all. I'm gonna flat out say it. They did not have any good chances, and Wisconsin played great defense, but when it's 5-on-4 like that, you have to have better chances than you did on that power play at the end of the second period. But we'll see what the Gophers can do in this third period. It's still tight. It's still 2-1. I mean, McClellan didn't get shelled as much as he did in the first period. But as long as the Gophers keep shooting the puck in the third period, I don't see why they can't tie this thing up.
Yeah, to talk about that power play. Last year, of course, the Gophers had Logan Cooley and Matthew Nyes. Cooley had 22 goals on the year, and Matthew Nyes with 21 goals on the year. Meanwhile, Jimmy Snuggerud also with 21 goals, not starting out on the power play. So an interesting decision there. I know Brodzinski, he had 19 goals last year. You know, good player, but I don't know. I think you want that shooter out there like Snuggerud. And that was a concern coming into this season for the Gophers, is where were they going to find the offense, because they lost two really highly skilled offensive players.
From what I saw, at least, excuse me. Thought I had a sneeze coming. That's my bad. Okay. Connor Kurth, Oliver Moore, and Jimmy Snuggerud. That whole line when we called the game at St. Thomas, at the X, and then later here at Mariucci, they really, really impressed me, and they still did when they played North Dakota last week, when they split both games against. What do they call themselves now? The Fighting Hawks?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I thought that line didn't really miss a beat. I mean, Snuggerud has been just as dynamic as ever, even without those great guys of Nyes and Cooley, who are just popping off in Arizona and Toronto, respectfully. So you'd expect kind of like that chemistry with that line, which I saw in against St. Thomas, excuse me, to have that out on the ice for the power play as well. I mean, you had I think you had Oliver Moore, and then you had Brody Lamb, and then you had Aaron Huglin as a line. They don't really have as much chemistry as the normal lines do. So that could be just me. I don't know. But yeah, the Gophers need to do something about the power play, especially when you go 0 for 3, and Wisconsin has done so well on the power play so far tonight.
Yeah, the whole line shuffling and chemistry is interesting, because college, there's a lot of turnover, so you do end up with a little more, I don't know, mixing and matching, and not necessarily a set lines.
That's right. I mean, we saw it tonight. We got, as a line, we got John Middlestat, Aaron Huglin, and Bryce Brodzinski, where it usually be Strobel, Nelson, and Brodzinski. But yeah, I mean, they needed to do something at least tonight, because the 5-2 loss last night wasn't too pretty. They needed to switch up something. But when you have like a great line like Kurth, Moore, and Snuggerud with, you know, good chemistry, as you did last year with Cooley, Nyes, and Snuggerud, you'd want to keep those guys together, I feel. But it's probably why I'm sitting up here and not on the ice right now. So.
Yeah. third period will get started shortly. Still a few minutes away, but
That's right. We got the cheerleaders out here. We also have Goldie dressed up as Harry Potter.
yeah.
Of course, it's close to Halloween. Halloween's on Tuesday this week, I believe, or next week, I guess.
Yeah, you going to class?
Yeah, I will be going to class. I wanted to dress up as Casino Luigi. If you remember from the old Super Mario games on the DS, they had these mini games, and they had this Luigi's Casino games. And
Okay.
I work at Mystic Lake, so I thought, oh, that'd be perfect. But I did realize that this involves like spending money in order to get the costume. And
Right.
I don't usually go out for Halloween anyway, so I'm like, might as well delay it until next year. But are you going as anything, Andrew?
No, I think kind of my Halloween plans were just the hockey games. I will be at the football game tomorrow. I
Very nice.
don't think I'll have too much duties as far as play calling for that, but
I did call one game earlier this year. It was against Eastern Michigan, and the problem was they had silver numbers on white jerseys. That was not helpful at all because I didn't know any of the players.
right.
And there's a lot of players on a football team, obviously, in comparison to hockey. And it was not as fun as this is. I did not expect to like calling hockey as much, to be quite honest. But it's right up my alley, obviously. I've played since I was a kid, but I never expected that the fast-paced kind of style of the sport to, at least for me, I didn't expect to convey it as well as I think I do. I mean, I could just be patting my own back here, but
right.
but yeah, how'd you get your love of hockey, Andrew? I never really quite asked you.
Yeah, so I actually grew up in Madison, Wisconsin as a Badger fan. My dad took me to a game at the Kohl Center, and that was it. Just fell in love with the sports. And
And Washington, I believe it's because of Ovi, right?
yeah,
There you
just
go.
A lot of fun watching Ovechkin, watching him. Him and Braden Holtby. I think Holtby was a big.
Braden Holtby, he was pretty good, I believe. I mean,
Yeah.
he might be even out of the league at this point.
Yeah, I
haven't
think
heard
he's.
too much from him.
I don't know if he officially retired or not, but he is currently not playing.
Although you guys have my main man, Darcy Kemper. I love Darcy Kemper.
I do too. I
Yeah.
do too. It was a good decision. I know
That's right.
some people will say, why didn't they keep Samsonov or Vanacek? But the organization didn't have confidence in them. And
That's right. Here come the Gophers out on the ice. We'll give you a quick scoreboard update. Just across the sports world, in the NHL, obviously, we mentioned earlier, the Wild lost in a shootout to the Washington Capitals, the Andrews Washington Capitals. And also the World Series going on right now. People have been saying it's been a very boring World Series matchup. But, of course, you know who I'm cheering for. I got my Diamondbacks hat on and everything. Arizona is currently leading in Arlington 5-3 after the end of 6 innings. And we got a couple of NBA games on as well. Great college football matchups this Saturday. And, of course, we have – are you a Packer fan by chance?
I am.
Oh, no. Oh, man. Well –
I mean, the Vikings, if they don't win that game, that's just embarrassing for them because the Packers are not a good team.
They are not, and I'm not going to give up quite yet on the young kid, the quarterback. All you need is Jordan Love. That's one of my main gripes about the NFL is that they get rid of quarterbacks way too quickly if they don't impress right away. But there's a lot of room for improvement, including for the Gophers here tonight, as they are down 2-1 as we're about to drop the puck for the third period.
That's right. Here we go. Third period just about to start here. We'll see if the Gophers can come back. Not as big of a deficit last night, so we'll see what they do here. Again, putting out their line. Badgers win this one back. Latch will grab it here. He'll dump this one in, but doesn't gain the red line. So this will be an icing up against the Badgers.
We've had a couple of profane chants by the student section. I believe it begins with the letter F and then the Badgers. So I appreciate it as a Gopher. And, I mean, I'm sure you, Andrew, feel a little
Oh, yeah, in Madison they had
yeah.
the similar kind of chants here as play resumes.
That's right.
Cal Thomas will take this in his own zone. Gets knocked out to center. Strobel will lose that to Latch as he comes into the offensive zone. Justin Close will play this behind his own net. Ringed around all the way back. Cal Thomas now. Goal line to blue line. Strobel, careful though, as he almost loses possession there. Fitzgerald now in. He dumps that one back. Ryan Chesley will have to play this into his own zone. Again, nice stick check there by Fitzgerald. Chesley finally will gain control. Out on the far side, Jackson Nelson into the offensive zone. Dumps this one back in. Strobel plays that far corner. Looking for the D-man there. It's Rinzel. Shot. Goes wide there. I think he's looking for a tip. Sharp angle shot there. Hits the back of the cage. Snuggerud now at the far corner. Badgers check him up though. Middlestat, good job keeping it in the zone though. Left circle, chases it. He's going to try and forecheck a little bit. This one gets ringed around as Dexheimer and Snuggerud try and play this behind the net. Now it's over at the near far corner. And there now the Badgers, Finley will just dump this one out into the offensive zone. As Moore turns around into the offensive zone. Moore's got it. Nope. Snuggerud shot there. Nice save by McClellan. Gophers trying to tie this one up now. Carl Fish at center ice. He backs up. Now Connor Kurth will just sky this one into the offensive zone. Moore trying to forecheck there. As the Badgers will grab this one. Vorlicki will take it outside of his zone. Now turned over though. Gophers will grab this one. Jimmy Clark now into the zone. Looking shot there. And he scores! Up and over McClellan as he had a little mini breakaway.
This game is tied. Man, I wasn't quite sure because McClellan has been playing so hot, especially in the first period, led in a goal in the second period, and he gets sniped, barred down by Jimmy Clark. And we have another tie hockey game on our hands.
Great job there. Gophers kind of doing the same thing that the Badgers did to them, is turning it around as a turnover at the blue line and quickly going for that offensive strike, and great job there by the Gophers.
That goal has also livened up this crowd a little bit. It was a little quiet in the beginning of the third period.
Play resumes here. Badgers in the offensive zone. Latch, high slot. Shot goes wide of Justin Close. A little bit of a scramble in front. Chesley loses that one there as Mellenbacher in that fourth line again, playing hard. Motzko matches with Jimmy Clark's line. As Chesley will try and get this one out of the zone, but it gets dumped back in, and looks like there's a whistle here.
This is student section is called McClellan a sieve, as we got a tight hockey game on our hands. I can't tell you how great of a shot that was by Jimmy Clark. I mean, just perfectly placed right on the crossbars. It looks like we got two incidental minors here. Looks like Clark will be going for elbowing, and I believe Sawyer Scholl will go for a different penalty. I didn't quite get what it was, but it'll be two incidental minors. It looks like it'll be 4-on-4.
Maybe the refs trying to keep control of this one here, but this face-off will be to the right of Justin Close. Nelson up there against David Cilia as Middlestat tries to play that. Loses that one, though. Badgers have it at the blue line. Polodechuk with it. He comes to the near boards, now into the corner, chased by Huglin. Leaves it for D. St. Paul. He battles up there against Luke Middlestat. Nice wipe out there by Middlestat. Now Cilia with it, though, as the Badgers have it at the far boards. Rinzel trying to battle there as Badgers keep it inside the zone. Now it goes back behind the goal line. Polodechuk here near boards, looking for something. Goal line, back behind Close. Cut off there by Middlestat. Now Aaron Huglin. Badgers lose the offensive zone, but keep control of the puck. Anthony Kerr with it. He backs up, and he's just going to calmly play that as both teams go for a line change. Now played up Lucius, lost that one, but Fitzgerald gets it now into the offensive zone. It's Latch, high slot, shot blocked in front as Moore will grab this for the Gophers. Looking, nice little backhand move there as he goes into the offensive zone. Snuggerud with him. Moore stops up far boards, gives it to Snuggerud at the circle. Back to Cal Thomas, left point. He shoots right in front and hits Fitzgerald. Now Snuggerud at the near corner, gives it back to Thomas. Walks the blue line a little bit. Nice pass back. A little bit of a turnover here. Chesley, good job keeping that away from the Badgers, though, as he goes back into the offensive zone. Now he loses it as the Badgers were changing. Now Vorlicki will grab it. Neutral zone. Now into the offensive zone. Turned over there. Rhett Pitlick tries to chase that one out, but Carl Fish will just grab that at his own blue line. Now Pitlick turns it over, gets it back. Neutral ice. He's going to back skate a little bit. Luke Middlestat there. He'll give that over his D partner Fish. Now Pitlick, center ice, offensive zone. Looking for something there. Shot there from Pinanimi and saved there by Kyle McClellan.
Pinanimi with a decent shot, but it was gobbled up by McClellan. And yeah, we've been having a little back and forth here, a little chippiness on both sides of the aisle here for the Gophers and the Badgers. A little extra pushes and shoves after hits and stuff like that. So that's something I like to see, especially in a rivalry such as this.
Definitely. 15:30 left in this period. Now Gophers win the faceoff as the Badgers control this one here. As puck played with a high stick, and they'll whistle that one down. Some more chippiness as the linesmen and referees get in between.
Something about college hockey, if you watch NHL hockey a lot, obviously they're a little more lax when it comes to post-whistle, pushing and shoving, but college hockey, they don't take too kindly to that. So Gophers and Badgers have to be a little careful sometimes, especially in a tight game such as this, not to take a stupid penalty.
Face off to the left of McClellan. Gophers win that. Rinzel, though, at the blue line, turned over. Now Horbach into the offensive zone for the Badgers. Centering pass. Looking, Horbach backhand. Goes wide. Rinzel plays that at the far boards. Comes out to center ice. And Latch will chase this one all the way back to his own zone at the goal line. Badgers trying to break out. Good stop there. Brodzinski trying to forecheck. Bounces out to center. Cal Thomas with it. Gophers quickly. Ryan Chesley into the offensive zone. Looked for a pass, but he lost the puck. Now here comes Whitelaw. Connor Kurth battling along there. Good job, Moore. He's got it. Now he comes into the offensive zone. Cut off there by Polotachuk, but Moore keeps possession. Looks for a centering pass. McClellan had to play that, but it comes loose. Now Badgers at the near boards. Brodzinski, Moore. Good job, Thomas, keeping it in the zone. Moore looked for someone there, but no one home but the Badgers, as now they have the puck, looking to skate out. Whitelaw will dump that one right in on Justin Close. He sticks that aside to his right. Jimmy Snuggerud with it now, trying to give it up to Moore. Snuggerud now right outside the blue line. Quickly now, here come the Badgers. Horbach, shot there, goes wide of Close. Rings all the way around to the near boards. Now Snuggerud, center ice, trying to come back in. Strobel looking here, as he's cut off. Right in that left face-off circle. Now Middlestat, point shot, gets blocked in front. He hit his own man.
Boy.
Now Badgers coming back out. Scholl, he'll dump that one in, as Justin Close will have to play that.
Snuggerud skates gingerly over to the
now
bench.
Lucius inside, shot goes wide of Justin Close, as Luke Middlestat with it now. There's a big turnover there for the Gophers, as the Badgers are still inside the offensive zone. Lucius with it at the far boards. Tripped up there, Middlestat. Now he's trying to break out. There goes Nevers, back over to Strobel, looking left circle, centering pass, goes wide of Nevers. Kept inside the zone. Nevers played it at the far corner. Cut off there by Cilia. Now, Nevers trying to play against Latch, but Latch will get the puck clear. D. St. Paul takes a check from Nevers, but puck comes into the Gophers zone. Now quick up, ice pass. There's Mason Nevers, offensive zone. Shot quickly, block save by McClellan. This puck will come out to center now. Here comes Finley. Nice stick check there from Begley, as the Badgers keep it inside the offensive zone all the way around. Rinzel has to chase that one. Comes out to center ice. Good job here. Pitlick, now here goes Jimmy Clark, back to Pitlick. Fans on his shot, and the puck will trickle straight to McClellan, and he'll ice it.
Still a tight game here as I'm taking a look at Jimmy Snuggerud. It looks like he'll be okay. Skated a little gingerly as he took a shot from his own man from the point. And it looks like it caught him in the midsection as well, something you don't want to see, but hopefully he'll get some ice time later in the game.
Yeah, they need his scoring touch. He's still on the bench. So that's a good sign. Jimmy Clark will take this one up against Mellenbacher. Back to Kerr as the Badgers will try and get out of their zone. Cal Thomas here dumps it back in right away. McClellan tries to stop that one. Good forecheck there by Lamb, but the Badgers do get out of the zone. Now they dump it back towards Justin Close. He stops there, pushes it towards his left at the near boards. Now Jimmy Clark trying to break out. Puck bounces around. Cal Thomas now gets it to center. Clark will just dump that one in, but quickly Dexheimer grabs it for the Badgers. Center ice tipped in by Horbach as that puck goes out of play for a whistle.
Oh, it goes into the crowd there.
Yeah, keep your eyes out. Hopefully everyone's okay. Doesn't look any worse for wear.
Not really. It looks like someone did get hit by the puck, but it looks like he'll be all right. Yep. Gives the thumbs up there. So we'll get a face-off just outside of the Gopher zone.
Nice souvenir, though, as this puck gets pushed all the way back into the Badgers zone. Dexheimer there waits. Over to Whitelaw. Almost turned over there. Now Gophers have it. John Middlestat trying to make something happen. As Huglin will chase it down in the offensive zone. John Middlestat again at the near boards. Huglin at the corner. As four players converge. Middlestat, good job there. Brodzinski with it, high slot. Looking for that point past the Luke Middlestat, but now Luke roaming around back behind the goal line. Looking for that quick turnaround shot. Nice save there by McClellan. Dexheimer now as he skates around, tries to calm things down. Quickly out, up to Bantle as he's going to let this trickle into the Gophers zone. Gophers try to quickly get out. Connor Kurth there trying to play against D. St. Paul, but St. Paul will dump this one back in. Luke Middlestat's got to jump on it as he's pressured a little bit, but gains control. Now he skies this one to center as Jung Noth will take that for the Badgers. Connor Kurth trying to put on some pressure. Badgers get out. Here comes Cruz Lucius, left circle, back to Lucius. Backhander goes wide on Close at the near boards now. Back over to Lucius and Rinzel as they battle behind the net. Cilia comes to help out. Now Carl Fish putting on a good check there as Gophers get to center ice. More back to Brodzinski. Brodzinski back, shot there. Pad save by McClellan. Gophers trying to put on some offense here. Brodzinski with it from the circle. Shot gets blocked in front. Cilia looking to quickly turn it around into the offensive zone. Left circle. Lucius shot blocked in front there. Cilia at the near corner. Now Moore, Gophers try and take this one. Far corner, far board, centering pass there. Tassi behind the nets. Cut off there by Rinzel. Now Snuggerud back out there as the Gophers trying to get this one outside of their own zone. Kerr will play this all the way over to the far boards. Up Finley and Snuggerud collide. Now the Gophers gain control. Offensive zone, or center ice, and dump this one back in. Strobel tries to play this one up against Kerr. Mason Nevers with it. Goal line, stops, pivots. Cut off there, though, by Kerr as three players collide. Nelson tries to dump this one back in. Gophers there. Strobel loses that puck. Now the Badgers will come out of the offensive zone. Nelson quickly trying to get back in. There's Nevers, far boards. Strobel, high slot. Couldn't get the shot away, though, as the Badgers momentarily grab this one, and it comes up to center. Cal Thomas with it. Ryan Chesley looking for a quick counterattack and neutral ice. He skates into the offensive zone here. Left circle, boards, goal line, rings it around. Cal Thomas not there. Now he has it. Rings this one back around. Dexheimer plays it. Brody Lamb. Watch this one come to Horbach as he'll just play this to center. Thomas stops this one up. Pitlick stops there, pushes it forward. Turned over Dexheimer now into the offensive zone. Looking right circle pass, shots, glove save there by Close.
Nice save by Justin Close. Hasn't been challenged too much, neither has McClellan in this period. Obviously McClellan has given up a goal in this third period as we have a little break in the action.
Us, it'll be the on-ice crew doing the shoveling as 8:28 left in this period. Gophers tie this one up and out shooting the Badgers 30 to 20 shots on net. Face-offs overall, Gophers just edge out the Badgers 21 to 20. And more block shots, 11 to 8. Gophers looking a little more dominant in this one as they are able to gain some sustained zone pressure. We'll see if they can try and get the lead here. This looks like the fans are having some fun here.
Looks like a student is dressed up as PJ Fleck with a bald cap and everything. Got some students in Gopheralls with no shirts on. That's especially since it's near 40 degrees outside. I don't know how they're doing that. I'm sure.
I'm sure they'll be like that tomorrow too at the game. So
I believe so.
Play will continue shortly here. It could be to the left of Justin Close. Looks like it's going to be Scholl and Jimmy Clark.
Student section getting hyped up here. As we are officially back from the TV break. Face off in the Gopher zone.
One back to Chesley. He'll play that to Cal Thomas. Thomas at the far boards. Tries to give that over to Clark, but turnover there. As Justin Close will have to stop this one in his own zone. Chesley at the near boards. Now Jimmy Clark speeding through the zone, offensive zone, dumps this one back behind McClellan. He'll stick that away. Now the Gophers trying to start some offense here in the offensive zone. But Cal Thomas loses the blue line and he has to just dump that one back in. Gophers try to quickly get back in the zone, pressuring Whitelaw, but he pivots. Now he's into the offensive zone. Nice check there by Chesley, but Pelodichuk will just dump this one back in as Rinzel's got to play this. He'll wait for the line change. Up to Connor Kurth, center ice. He'll dump this one in. Oliver Moore speeds in up against Latch as the Badgers will bring this one up to the near boards. Lucius waiting there. Nice check by Snuggerud, but the puck comes out to center. Rinzel with it now. Over to Middlestat. Middlestat back to Rinzel. Rinzel up to Gophers here as they get in the offensive zone. Connor Kurth trying to battle along those far boards. He'll jump into the back behind the nets. Oliver Moore with it now, near boards. Getting pressured there. Snuggerud looking for something to set up. Near boards, gives it back to Luke Middlestat. Pushes it back towards deeper in the zone, but turned over. Latch here with it now. Now back behind the net. Badgers have it. Looking there. Kerr pushes it back over to the far boards. Comes out here. Rinzel has to chase it all the way back to his own zone. As teams change again. Now Brodzinski, center ice. He'll dump this one back in, near corner. Played here by Vorlicki. Quickly up ice. Now Brodzinski with it. Cal Thomas has it. That one comes right to Aaron Huglin, but he wasn't expecting that and loses it at center ice. Vorlicki to Finley. He'll dump this one back in. Cal Thomas has to play that, or Carl Fish, excuse me, has to play that at the far corner along with Aaron Huglin, Tassie, and Finley for the Badgers. Puck just holding up in the corner. Refs letting play continue. Still no whistle as it's just sitting there underneath the skate of Carl Fish.
Refs are telling him to move it. As the puck, it looks like it will get loose.
Momentarily as it gets tied up again. Now it comes loose as that killed off some time for both teams. Back into the offensive zone, it's the Badgers. Nice stick check there by Huglin. He'll play this at the near boards, up for Peninemi as he will dump this one back in. Turnover here, Brodzinski, offensive zone, high slot, shot, and he hits the crossbar. He had McClellan beat, but hits the crossbar. Strobel now inside the offensive zone, back behind the goal line. Pelodichuk and Schultz playing that one. Now ringed all the way to the far boards. Finley cut off there by Chesley. Mason Nevers now. Jackson Nelson with a golf shot. Goes back behind the net. As Schultz pushes this one forward. Gophers will take it at center. Chesley calmly has this one here. Back over to Luke Middlestat. Middlestat looks center line, dumps it in. Mason Nevers still out there trying to forecheck. Good job there.
Oh.
Bounces over to McClellan. He saves that one. Slot shot, and wide was Jackson Nelson, as he was right at that left face-off circle and shot wide. Badgers control here. Center ice. Whitelaw loses that one. As Carl Fish will just sky this one back in. Rhett Pitlick trying to fly the zone here. Good job by Latch to keep it away from him, though. Now the Badgers back into the offensive zone. Bantle. Latch roving down behind the goal line, but Rinzel will grab this one. Now he gets that out. Rhett Pitlick at center ice. Can't quite gain control, though. Onsides, but Badgers gain control here. As there's a battle along the benches right in front. Gophers, here's Pitlick into the offensive zone. High slot shot goes wide of McClellan as Fitzgerald tries to get this one up. Bantle with it now. Luke Middlestat waiting here as he'll move through center ice, gets the offensive zone and just rings this one all the way around as fresh legs come on for the Gophers. Snuggerud and Moore there, but the Badgers almost clear it. Connor Kurth, good job there. Snuggerud with it, high slot, cross ice pass. Moore was open, but couldn't get his stick on it. Now he's at the far corner. Kurth along with him, trying to forecheck. Good job there by Moore. Gets stick checked there by Vorlicki and Jungnoth as Gophers try and take control here, but lose it at the near boards. And quickly up ice. Now, quick turnaround, Connor Kurth, offensive zone, looking for Snuggerud. Great circle shot. Whoa. And I think that went over the crossbar too, as that went over the glove of McClellan. Gophers quickly dump this one back in, get the line change again, looking to continue their attack, as the Badgers will dump this one into the offensive zone. Some line changes here as Begley plays that for the Gophers. Now back over to Chesley. Chesley, offensive zone. Can't skate through two players, though, as Dexheimer has it. Now the Badgers, offensive zone, left circle, left faceoff dot shot blocked in front by Begley, and they score as Tassie had that one right at the lower circle. I don't know if Justin Close saw that one, but that goes into the nets as the Badgers take the lead again.
Boy, that could be a backbreaker here. 2 minutes and 31 seconds here in the third period. The Gophers have to answer and answer fast. It looked like Close didn't see it. It went 5-hole. Had a couple guys up front. And Simon Tassie gets his second goal tonight, 3-2 Badgers, as we take a look at this replay. And yeah, it was blocked. And then looked like, yeah, Simon Tassie just got sort of the rebound from that block. And yeah, the Badgers have the lead now.
Play resumes center ice. Gophers dump it in. Jackson Nelson looks to chase down here. It's Strobel along the wall, along with Myers. Now right points. Sam Rinzel gets cut off there as Badgers sky this one out the center. And Horbach will dump this one in, but he did not gain the red line.
It was interesting as I'll keep an eye on Justin Close, as I'm sure he'll be skating towards the bench here pretty soon, at least, in a one-goal game with 2 minutes left.
Looks like Justin Close will go to the bench now.
Nope, we got a timeout here.
Okay. That was interesting because Rinzel came out as, I don't think he would be the extra skater, but. Yep, timeout by somebody here.
I believe it's Minnesota, because they wanted an extra man, but you only have a certain amount of time to let your players over to the other end of the ice, and I believe they ran out of time, so they called timeout, discussing what they want to do. Here are 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the third period.
Yeah, the Gophers, I thought they looked a lot better this period. They had some sustained zone pressure and looked like they were able to do to the Badgers what the Badgers were doing to them, but just an unfortunate play. Going back to that Badgers goal, Finley tries to shoot the puck. Begley goes down on one knee. It hits him, but then the Gophers lose track of it, and Tassie is just able to knock that one home for the Badgers.
Including Justin Close. And there's not much you can do there if you lose the puck like that. And obviously going 5-hole, I mean, there's not much that you can do if you are Justin Close, but a big moment here. Big 2 minutes.
And it will be 6 players for the Gophers inside the offensive zone to the right of McClellan. Oliver Moore to take this face-off. One back, Latch will play it. Checked hard there by Lamb. Renzel tries to keep in the zone at the near boards. Bit of a scrum there as players converge. Connor Kurth trying to play that one over as Kerr tries to get this out of the zone. Gophers keep it in though. As quickly it's dumped over. Moore's got to chase it to the near corner. Cuts off Latch there. Connor Kurth. Now the Badgers have it. Lucius with it. Can't quite clear it though. Gophers keep it in. Lamb looking out. Try to get to the Snuggerud, but he couldn't get a shot away as everyone converged. Now Lamb pushes it up to Snuggerud near boards. Renzel, he'll try and give it back to Snuggerud up against the wall there. And looks like puck might have come out of the play into the Badger bench.
So it'll be just right outside the Badger zone, and it looks like they will keep Justin close on the bench. So this is a critical face-off here for the Gophers to win here by Jackson Nelson.
Nelson up against Fitzgerald. Nelson is 8 for 16 in the face-offs. Circle tonight, and it looks like we're going to get another timeout as
it'll be timeout Minnesota this time.
Yeah, Minnesota takes their timeout now as they look to game plan. Not so much as drawing it up as for the Gophers. Looks like Motzko's just telling them what they probably already know how to do.
Yep, and just giving them some rest here as well, because I'd assume the rest of that top line and Jimmy Snuggerud will be out there, especially with this 6-on-5 here opportunity here. Hopefully we'll get some free hockey if the Gophers can bang this one into the net.
Yeah, if we can get this to overtime, we'll see what happens. Sudden death is always a lot of fun.
That's right.
1:27 here in this third period. Again, the 6 skaters for the Gophers right outside the Badger blue line. Now Oliver Moore will take this face-off, it looks like. Pitlick, Thomas, Fish, and Snuggerud, the players out there for the Gophers. As
It looks like the refs are looking over something. I don't know what it is. They will say the face-off will be in the Badger zone.
All
so
right.
They will change the face-off location, and that's good news for the Gophers.
It definitely is. Face-off to the right of Kyle McClellan. Badgers allowed to make a change. They switch out a couple of players. As Nelson now will take this face-off. Up against Cilia. Nelson loses that one back. Dexheimer. Quick forecheck there by Moore, though. Snuggerud behind the net. Gophers looking for something there. Back to the left circle. Passes up the Middlestat. Now left circle again. Middlestat at the point. Now back left circle. Looking again. Moore looks for a centering pass there to Thomas, but loses it.
Whoa.
Nice stop there by Luke Middlestat to keep that at center ice.
That was almost a sure goal.
It was. Good stop there by Middlestat. He'll sky this one into the far corner as Pitlick goes to forecheck hard. Good job there as he knocks down his guy. Now Snuggerud up there. Now Gophers again. Middlestat stops this one at center ice. He flings this one all the way back in. Dexheimer tries to ring this one out. Cal Thomas can't keep it in as Middlestat's going to have to chase down this one as he gets forechecked by Lucius. Now 2 players collide there. 37 seconds in the period. Badgers happy to keep that one just covered up there as Gophers trying to get this one out. And still in the offensive zone for the Badgers. Now, finally, Cal Thomas gets a hold. Only 25 seconds, though. Luke Middlestat pushes for that long ice pass. Doesn't connect, but it's still playable for the Gophers as Snuggerud will lose the blue line, and Chesley's got to chase this one all the way back. 12 seconds.
They will say no ice.
Now Badgers have it center ice and shot there. Nice block by Chesley, but that's probably going to run out the time. 3 seconds. As they misconnect on the long pass, and that is the end of the game as the Wisconsin Badgers come into 3M Arena at Mariucci and sweep the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Not only did they sweep the Golden Gophers, they swept the #1 team in the nation. Very impressive by this Wisconsin Badger team, and my hat's off to Kyle McClellan over there in between the pipes for the Badgers. He was the reason why they won tonight. I mean, this game could have gotten out of hand if a lot of those opportunities were capitalized by the Gophers in the first period especially. But a great series. It was an entertaining series. It's something that you didn't really want, especially a sweep. The Gophers will surely be out of the #1 spot in the national polls whenever that comes out. I believe it comes out Sunday, Monday, around there. But we'll see. It doesn't get any easier. Next week we got a home and home against UMD. I believe in Duluth on Friday, at Mariucci on Saturday.
Always in-state rivalry is always fun, but it's good to see this rivalry back. I know the Badgers were pretty terrible the last 2 seasons. Gophers able to blow them out pretty good at here, but yeah,
That's right.
I think Gophers got to take a step back and look at themselves. I know they've got some new faces on the team, but yeah, that #1 ranking, like you said, is definitely going to change, and we'll see what Motzko decides to do because, I mean, honestly, the Badgers just look like the better team all weekend. So,
especially last night and tonight as well. I mean, they gave a great effort. And, yeah, I mean, credit to Kyle McClellan. I mean, he's the reason why this team is at where it's at right now. And with only 2 goals let in tonight, it's another great performance by him. He so far still hasn't let in more than 3 goals the entire season. They played 8 games, so I mean that's fantastic, especially against this for now #1 ranked team, Minnesota Gophers.
yeah, interesting. Just how the Badgers able to play. They do get outshot tonight, 21-31, but the Badgers are actually one of the highest scoring teams in the nation on this young season.
That's right.
25 goals, now that's 28 goals on the year. That puts them as #3 in the country. Meanwhile, Minnesota, for the second night in a row, can't get over 2 goals. They're tied for 20th with 16, now 18 goals on their year. As last year they managed to finish pretty much #1 with the amount of goals scored, but definitely a different Gophers team this year.
And a different Badger team as well. Gophers swept them here last year, and it looked pretty sad, to be quite honest. They had a lot of goalie changes, including a kid from my local hometown, Jared Moe, who's in the Winnipeg Jets farm system right now at the moment. But yeah, I mean, an impressive performance by this Badger team. And it doesn't get any easier for them. They'll face Michigan at home at the Kohl Center next week, November 3rd and 4th. And as we said, the Gophers will be facing off against the Bulldogs in Duluth and then right here at Mariucci next week.
Yeah, exciting stuff. I think Big Ten hockey is going to be really good this year. Michigan, always expect them to be good. Gophers still probably be up there in the rankings, but now if the Badgers are also good, it's going to be a big fight for whoever comes out on top in the Big Ten.
It adds to a lot of really good teams. You got Penn State, you got Michigan State, who's right now in the top 10. Obviously Michigan, someone you can never write off, and now Wisconsin, and of course Minnesota. So it's going to be a very interesting Big Ten hockey year this year. And starting off 0-2 in Big Ten play for the Gophers is not something ideal.
Yeah, interesting. I think last year Motzko, or at least the Gophers, they had a hard time against a really strong forecheck like a North Dakota that would just come and pound your defenseman, and Michigan, with all the skill they had, they were just constantly putting pressure on the defensemen. And now the Badgers with their very fast neutral zone turnover play. So we'll see what the Gophers can do to adjust, because right now they do kind of look like the Big Ten team that's a little bit slower, trying to play more defense first, while the Badgers kind of look like that fast offensive team trying to bring it to them.
And the next time these two will face will be at the Kohl Center in February 2nd and 3rd. Both times are at 7 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock. I believe it will be a Friday-Saturday matchup as well, which I certainly hope. I don't mind the Thursday-Friday games. A lot of fans like the Friday, Saturday series, but I mean, that's for personal reasons why I like Thursday, Friday, because I usually have nothing going on Thursday nights. But exactly. But yeah, it should be weird to see the Gophers and see how they bounce back next week against Duluth, who's no pushover, as we know. So it should be exciting.
It should indeed, and I think we'll call it there. You've been listening to Gopher Men's Hockey here on Radio K Sports. I'm Andrew Kismel and
Leo Pomeranke, also known as Maverick in our in our class.
all right, have
That's
a
right.
good one, everyone. This has been Radio K Sports.